Hi, it's Pam Triolo, and welcome to a new edition of The Food Lady. I'm so excited over the next half hour. It's my job to give you a taste and a sip of what makes Palm Beach County so special. I like to say I usually like to wine and dine you, but today I'm actually gonna beer and dine you because we're at Mathews Brewing Company in Lake Worth. Mathews Brewing Company is Lake Worth's first and best independent craft brewery located in the new artisanal district on South 8th Street. This brewery uses state-of-the-art and centuries-old traditions that are not being done anywhere else. You won't want to miss a second of today's Food Lady. You're watching The Food Lady from Mathews Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Lake Worth, and I have with me the brew aficionado, the grand poobah of brewmasters, David Mathews, the owner here. This is pretty exciting, and I always get so pumped when somebody takes a passion or a hobby and turns it into a successful business. How'd you get started?
So basically, I love craft beer, and about 23 years ago, I saw a program on how to make craft beer at your house. So I watched it, and I was immediately hooked, and I've been brewing ever since, brewing beer and also researching on how to brew beer. So that's how I got into it.
Oh, that's very cool. Now, I don't want to give away any of your secrets or anything, but how does the whole process work here?
So beer is really made by 4 basic ingredients: water, grains that we have here, different colored grains, and also hops, and also yeast. And then the finished product is you have a beer. So it's really just 4 basic ingredients. But how we put all those ingredients together is what I want to show you in our brew house.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. We're gonna have to have a taste. Oh yes, if someone must do it, I must do that. But first, we're gonna see how it's all made, so stay with us. You're watching The Food Lady from Mathews Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Lake Worth. Mathews Brewing Company is Lake Worth's first and best independent craft brewery located in the new artisanal district on South 8th Street. This brewery uses state-of-the-art and centuries-old traditions that are not being done anywhere else.
Hey everyone, my name's James Retzler. I'm the lead brewer over here at Mathews Brewing. I'm going to walk you through how beer's kind of made. All right, now with Dave kind of mentioned a little earlier with the Food Lady, we have 4 major ingredients. We have water, yeast, hops, and barley. Now, what we'll do is we're going to take all of our water and all of our barley, we're going to squish it up, put it in the nice middle tank over there, and what we'll do is we'll let it steep in a very hot temperature, and what we'll do is convert all of our complex starches into simple sugars. Therefore, when we eventually add yeast, it'll create a nice warm belly for it so it can be able to ferment all of it and create all of its alcohol. Very important. Now, what we'll do is once we create all of our complex starches into sugars, we'll move it over to our lauter tun. Now inside of our lauter tun, we want to basically remove all of that nice sweet liquid and leave all the spent grain over in it where we can later feed a bunch of cows and for our local farmer. Now, once we have all the liquid moved over, we'll go to our boil kettle. And our boil kettle will bring it up to a boil and add hops. Now there's so many different varieties of hops, we get them all over the world. So it's really keen on what we try to brew, what different hops we might use. We'll add them at all different times during that boil, and that'll get all of our nice bitterness, hop aromas, and floral esters we're kind of looking for. Once we're done with the boil, our goal is we want to cool it down as fast as we can, add a little bit of that live yeast I mentioned, and what we'll do is that yeast will start to eat all of those simple sugars and create all of our alcohol and CO2. Now, we don't really want the CO2 to stay in solution at this point, so what we'll do is we'll bring it over to one of our bright tanks, and we'll reintroduce carbonation once the yeast has kind of done its job. Once it's in a bright tank, we're ready to put it into a keg. Once we get it into a keg, we're going to put it right on tap so the Food Lady can enjoy a nice fresh pint from a local brewery.
You're watching The Food Lady from Mathews Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Lake Worth. Now, they call this room the Highway to Ale. It's a luxurious, modern, industrial, and air-conditioned tap room with open views of the brewery and some TVs to catch the big games on. All right, we're here with Dave Mathews, the owner and brewmaster around here. And you know, a lot of times on our show we talk about the nuances of food items and the different flavors that go into different recipes, but you take that same great care in every beer that you brew too.
Yeah, that's very true. We're going to start out with, this is our Belgian beer,
Okay.
and this is brewed with Pale and wheat malts. We also use Saaz hops from the Czech Republic, and we also put in here coriander spice and also an orange peel, which gives it more of a spicy and a zest flavor.
Yeah, that tastes really good. One more. Good, 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 good. What's next?
Next we have a cream ale. This is a refreshing beer that we like to brew, and we also marinate this on a little bit of a vanilla bean. As you can taste it, it's kind of a sweet type of a beer. Just a kiss of sweetness in it.
I can taste that vanilla in there too. Nice.
Then the next beer we have, this is brewed from our brown ale, which is called Star Dog. It's called a peanut butter and jealous. So we use roasted peanuts in this, and also a berry mix to give it a real peanut butter and jelly flavor. So
very cool.
So if you're hungry and you don't have a lot of time to eat, you can come in here for a peanut butter and jealous beer.
It's totally a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I swear. Hey, we're gonna go outside, right, and check out the gorgeous garden that you have out there?
Let's do it.
All right, stay with us. The Food Lady is back with Dave Mathews of the Mathews Brewing Company in Lake Worth. We're in the beer garden, probably the best one I've ever seen. Now this is the place to take in the balmy Palm Beach breezes, enjoy a cold one. They have a stage for live entertainment, and many nights you can enjoy a meal or a snack from one of the many gourmet food trucks in the area. Is this place awesome or what? I mean, you've outdone yourself, Dave. Come on, how many breweries have a Zen garden? That's just incredible. Now, I wanted to mention a couple of things. You had Junkyard Dog as one of the flavors on your menu. You had Star Dog, and you've got a dog in your logo. You obviously like dogs.
Yeah, so basically I'm an animal lover, especially dogs, and in particular Jack Russells. They were my brew dogs when I was a home brewer, so I wanted to put them on my logo to embolize the dogs.
Oh, that's very cool. I had a Jack Russell. They're great dogs too, and I have my beautiful little baby Buster. I'm gonna have to bring Buster on out to the beer garden here at Mathews Brewing Company. We'll be back with more. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you to all the great chefs and restaurants and our sponsors, and of course to Dave Mathews and everyone at Mathews Brewing Company in Lake Worth. To Anthony Marola, thank you from the Old Northwood Historic District Culinary Tour. To the Florida Restaurant and Lodging Association for letting us ambush and crash their party. They do so much to support the industry and our kids and promote the culinary arts in our community. And of course, thank you to David Mathews and his amazing staff and master brewers here at Mathews Brewing Company in Lake Worth. This place is truly incredible, and they offer such a wide variety of flavors to suit every palate. Plus, they have great food trucks, live music, TVs for the games, and they utilize techniques not being done at any other brewery in the area. Log on to MathewsBrewingCompany.com to see what's happening tonight. Thank you, David. Thank you, James. Yes, I've tried all 14 beers. No, I haven't. But I'm gonna, and you better join me too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on The Food Lady. If you're watching this in the beginning of the month, you still got a chance to get there. At the end of the month, you better make bleh. Welcome to my completely air-conditioned new vacation rental here in beautiful Lake Worth. It has all the amenities I need. We're not going to tell you what we're making.
We're not.
Just guess. No, we're kidding. We're going to actually show you. Who knew? Groupers have cheeks. You can't laugh.
We can fake it here.
Okay.
There you go. There you go, Chase.
That's what she said. No, I'm just. Anyway, wipe it on my arm.
Exactly.
Freaking, huh? Train. We're busy eating here, right?